Long before the internet exploded with theories, screenshots, and endless speculation, there was a quiet moment unfolding behind the scenes, a moment that would later become one of the most talked about mysteries in the Freen Becky fandom. Before hashtags trended, before timelines erupted, and before fans began piecing together clues like detectives, the truth was already gently unfolding between two women whose connection has always been deeper than words, louder than scenes, and stronger than public appearances. And when Freen's mystery date was finally revealed, the world suddenly understood why Becky's reaction said everything her heart had been holding for years. Hello fans, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. It started innocently enough, with a blurry fan-captured photo of Freen stepping out of a building late in the evening, dressed simply but beautifully, her hair tied back, her smile softer than usual. The lighting was dim, the atmosphere intimate, the energy unmistakably warm. The internet did what it always does. It assumed, speculated, panicked, and celebrated all at once. Everyone wanted to know the answer to the same thing. Who was she meeting that night, and why did she look so happy, so at ease, so effortlessly glowing? Rumors began to swirl with unbelievable speed. Some fans thought it was a new co-star. Others believed it was a producer or a manager. A few went wild with theories involving secret admirers, celebrity crushes, or private events. But none of the guesses came close to the truth. Because the truth was far more tender, far more meaningful, and far more romantic than anyone expected. The truth was Becky. The same Becky who had stood beside Freen through every whirlwind of fame. The same Becky who had surprised her with a luxurious car not long ago. The same Becky whose presence had always been steady, warm, and quietly protective. And when fans finally realized it, when evidence slowly matched up piece by piece, when timelines matched, when clothing matched, when details aligned, the internet froze for a moment as if the entire fandom gasped at once. But to understand why the reveal shook the internet, you have to understand the story behind it. Earlier that week, Freen had been overwhelmed. Work commitments piled up, deadlines clashed, scripts needed reviewing, and her schedule barely left room to breathe. She pushed through every challenge with her signature grace, but even the strongest hearts have moments of exhaustion. Becky knew it before anyone else. She noticed it through texts, through voice notes, through subtle shifts in Freen's tone. The concern in her heart grew deeper by the day. So she planned something quietly. A night off. A moment away from flashing lights and cameras. A private date meant to bring peace back into Freen's life. Not a grand gesture this time. Not a luxury car with ribbon bows. Not an extravagant surprise meant to break the internet. This time, Becky wanted to give her something simpler. Something intimate. Something real. She booked a quiet restaurant tucked away from traffic, chosen for its dim lighting, soft music, and the natural privacy it offered. The kind of place where two people could talk without interruption. The kind of place where the heart could breathe freely. Becky made sure everything was perfect, from the reserved corner table to the delicate flowers placed near the window. She even arrived early to make sure Freen would step into a space filled with calmness, warmth, and the reassurance that she was loved, seen, and appreciated. When Freen arrived, her tiredness melted instantly. Becky stood up to greet her, her smile gentle, her presence comforting. And just like that, the world faded into the background. They talked for hours. Freen laughed, genuinely laughed, the kind of laugh that only comes out when she feels completely safe. Becky listened attentively, offering her support, her warmth, and her unwavering devotion. It was a night that both of them needed more than they realized. But the beauty of their moment did not stay hidden for long. One fan, coming out of the restaurant next door, caught a glimpse of Freen leaving the building later that night. Not Becky, not the full picture, not the full truth. Just Freen stepping into the night with a glow that could not be ignored. And that single glimpse was enough to launch 1,000 theories. By morning, the mystery date had already become one of the biggest topics on the internet. Every timeline, every fan page, every editing account, every community was buzzing. Who was she with? Why did she look so soft? Why did she look so happy? The mystery deepened when fans noticed Becky going unusually silent online. She was posting less, commenting less, and staying away from the spotlight. Fans began connecting dots that didn't seem like dots at first. But then came the moment that sealed everything. A behind-the-scenes clip surfaced unexpectedly. Freen and Becky were together at a rehearsal space. Fans watched the clip over and over, analyzing every second. What they saw changed everything. When someone jokingly asked Freen if she had fun on her mystery date, Becky instinctively looked up. Not annoyed. Not confused. But with a softness that revealed more than words ever could. Her smile was small but warm, her eyes filled with an affection she tried to hide but simply couldn't. Freen looked at her in return, smiling the same secret smile they always shared. In that split second, Becky's reaction confirmed the truth. She knew. She was there. She was the mystery date. She didn't deny it. She didn't panic. She didn't look away. She simply smiled in that quiet, knowing way that people in love do when the world accidentally catches a glimpse of their happiness. Fans around the world replayed that moment endlessly, capturing screenshots, posting comparisons, analyzing the subtle shift in her expression. And the more they watched, the more obvious it became. Becky was the reason Freen looked so peaceful that night. And as the truth spread, something beautiful happened. Instead of chaos or confusion, fans celebrated. They remembered the luxurious car surprise. They remembered the tender moments caught on camera over the years. They remembered the way Becky always looked at Freen like she was the center of her world. And they realized this date was not a mystery at all. It was a continuation of a love story that had been unfolding slowly, passionately, and consistently. Freen and Becky continued their day as usual, pretending not to notice the storm on the internet. But their glances that day were softer than ever. Their interactions were more tender. It was clear that the reveal did not scare them. It didn't break them. It didn't shake them. Instead, it made them even more connected, as if a silent weight had been lifted from their hearts. Later that evening, Becky posted something subtle but powerful. A photo of a sunset with a simple caption about cherishing peaceful moments with the right person. No names. No faces. No explanation. But the energy of her words said everything. Freen liked the post instantly. For fans, that was confirmation enough. The mystery date had never been a mystery. It was simply another chapter in a love story that the world had been obsessively following. A story filled with gentle gestures, secret smiles, supportive moments, and meaningful surprises. A story where two women found solace in each other even when the world demanded more of them than they could give. A story that grew stronger through time, distance, fame, and pressure. And now, with the mystery revealed, their bond only shone brighter. Becky's reaction had said everything. Every unspoken word. Every hidden feeling. Every quiet truth. It was written in her smile, in her eyes, in the calm acceptance that radiated from her when the world connected the dots. Because when something is real, when something is rooted in genuine devotion, it doesn't need to be announced. It simply exists. And for Freen and Becky, their existence together has always been one of the most powerful love stories the fandom has ever witnessed. Thank you for tuning in to K-Drama Bloom.